our studio audience are visiting from other places tonight. Another question, how many of you got to experience your first earthquake this morning? Congratulations. We had an earthquake. We had a 4.7 earthquake near Malibu. Guillermo, you were shaken up this morning.
Yeah, it hit me a lot. Yes.
It was that. You know, you texted me right away.
Yes.
Was I the first person you texted?
No.
No.
No, it was Aaron.
You texted Aaron first?
Yeah.
Why did you text Aaron before me?
Oh, because she lived closer when that happened, the earthquake.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it like at your house?
Oh, it was shaking, it was scary. The dog started barking. My son got scared.
Was the water in the pool going crazy, or did you even look out in the backyard?
No, I didn't look at the backyard.
Yeah. I didn't feel it. My phone felt it. I got an alert saying it had happened, and our daughter felt it, but I didn't. Because, and I'll tell you why, because I was wearing Crocs. You know, if you won't feel an earthquake if you're wearing Crocs. They act as a shock absorber, and you're totally safe if you wear them. That's true. I learned that from JD Vance. I do have to say, it was nice, even for a few seconds, to be rattled by something other than the election this morning. The Tan Andreas fault, our former president, Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately. He's still trying to convince the MAGA-verse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again. According to Rolling Stone, members of Trump's inner circle think another debate would be a bad idea. They say his performance was so disappointing, he doesn't know whether to call it Eric or Don Jr. at this point. The problem, though, for Donald Trump is, you know, he's a big, tough guy. Dodging a debate makes him look like the coward that he is. And she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it. Trump had a spin out last night on his website, Pravda Social. He wrote, "People are just starting to give me credit for having a great debate. The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due." Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News. And he's right, it was 3 against 1. Trump got humiliated by Kamala, the moderators, and by himself, primarily. Then he continued to tantrum this afternoon. When a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, "I want a rematch." Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris. Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost 4-year period. There will be no third debate. But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
Somehow he went from anytime, anywhere, anyplace to there will be no third debate. I guess when you eat as many buckets of chicken as Donald Trump does, eventually you turn into one. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't understand it. I mean, he's out there telling people he won the debate, debate we all clearly saw him lose. Why not just, I mean, if you're going to do that, why not just say, I did debate her a second time, and guess what? I won even more bigly than the last time. Here's the difference between Democrats and the Frank Frazetta fantasy world occupied by those who worship Donald Trump. When Joe Biden slipped into a coma and started dreaming about sarsaparilla at the debate, we acknowledged it. He acknowledged it. He said, I had a bad night. And they sent him to live on a farm upstate. But Donald Trump, not only does he lose the debate, he embarrasses himself. He demonstrates exactly why he doesn't have the temperament or intelligence to run a Dairy Queen store, never mind the country. And yet he's still screaming, I won. Does anyone see a pattern here? Any of you election deniers, are you starting to get it here? Trump also got a kick in the McNuggets from Taylor Swift. You know, since Taylor endorsed Kamala Harris, since she made that endorsement, more than 400,000 Americans clicked the link she posted to register at vote.gov. Trump said Taylor will pay a price for her endorsement in the marketplace, which is something he knows a lot about, because after the debate he won on Tuesday night, Truth Social stock is in free fall. Look, Trump's media stock plunges after debate. His stock price sank faster than his pompadour in a steam room. His media company has lost more than $4 billion in value since May, and it's still his most profitable business, by the way. But this is very bad timing for Trump, because he's finally going to be allowed to unload his shares in Truth Social next Friday. Of course, if he does that, it would immediately tank the stock and screw all the people who invested in it. So, of course, he will definitely be doing that. Probably the second he's allowed to. He'll dump Truth Social. He'll jump right back on Twitter. Mark my words. And in the meantime, Uncle Scam announced a brand new grift.
Join me live on Twitter Spaces at 8 p.m. this September 16th for the launch of World Liberty Financial. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind.
This is going to be surprising to our younger viewers, but in the olden times, candidates for president didn't promote money-making schemes while they ran for office. The venture is called World Liberty Financial, which is a name just generic enough that your grandparents will think they're paying their insurance bill. But I have to say, I would give any amount of money to see Donald Trump go on television and explain what he thinks crypto is. I mentioned last night, Trump, Harris, and President Biden were in Manhattan yesterday together for a 9/11 memorial ceremony. After the ceremony, Biden met with firefighters in Pennsylvania, where he met a local yokel who apparently was not a fan.
Trump, I'd like to give you my presidential hat. Presidential seal on it.
You want to autograph it?
Oh, sure, I'll autograph it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
You're an old part. You're an old part.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy.
And you're an old part.
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
There you go, man. I need that hat.
You want my autograph?
Hell no.
Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah. Let's do a selfie. There you go. Proud of you now.
Just remember, no eating dogs and cats.
Hey, that's good.
And the new comedy team was born. When he put that Trump hat on his head, he gave everyone in QAnon a brain aneurysm at once. But isn't it nice to see Biden fooling around? Every time I see him now, it's like when you go on vacation and the doggy daycare text you a picture of your golden retriever playing fetch. You're like, oh, look at that, he's having fun. Meanwhile, Trump spent his afternoon yesterday defacing the American flag for a young admirer with that stupid Sharpie of his. This, by the way, violates the official U.S. flag code. You're not supposed to write on the flag. Can you imagine the outrage if Kamala signed a flag? Sean Hannity would be in the hospital right now. He'd be in the hospital punching himself in the face. They'd have to strap him down. Melania, you will be surprised to note, did not accompany her husband to the debate or to the 9/11 ceremony. Instead, he was joined by another lovely lady, right-wing loony Laura Loomer, who is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. She suggested it was an inside job. Only Donald Trump would bring a 9/11 conspiracy theorist to the 9/11 memorial. 2 days before the debate, Laura Loomer posted this disgusting little nugget. She wrote, if Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry, and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand, which was so vile and racist, even Marjorie Taylor Greene called her out on it. She wrote, this is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. This does not represent President Trump. It does? I feel like it does. I kind of feel like it captures his essence exquisitely, but do you know what a vomit you have to be to get called out by Marjorie Taylor Greene? And yet somehow this Laura Loomer, she's traveling all over the country with Trump on his plane. Not only has she been pushing the cat and dog eating lie, today she said Haitian immigrants aren't just eating cats and dogs, they eat humans. They traded the dog whistle in for a tuba, folks. Only the best people. These Republicans, they get all nuts when you say they're weird. Here's Congressman Chip Roy from Texas sounding the alarm about the state of the nation yesterday on the House floor.
What the hell are we trying to defend? What is left of the United States to defend? A school where I can't send my child to pray to God without spending $20,000 a year on top of the taxes I pay? A school that my friend sends her 6th grader to with a trans music teacher asking her kid to do some dance in class. Yes, true story.
And that's the end of the story? Because, my God, dancing in a music class. What's next? Boys showering together after PE? I mean, what the hell kind of hokey pokey is going on here? Trump was in Tucson today, still spreading that stupid story about the immigrants eating pets in Springfield. Since Trump and JD Vance started going on about this, there have been multiple bomb threats. Haitian families have been pulling their kids out of school for fear of retaliation. And so naturally, they're doubling down. They posted more cat memes today, including Kamala hates me, don't let them eat us, vote for Trump. The dog warden in Clark County, Ohio, where these dummies claim this pet feast is taking place, had to make an official statement to try to put these rumors to rest. She said proof of these claims is non-existent, which, as you know, is Trump's favorite kind of proof. But can you imagine this woman, this dog warden in suburban Ohio? A week ago, she's probably sitting behind her desk reviewing leash regulations. Now she's putting out press releases saying Haitians are not eating poodles. I mean, and while the guys running for president and vice president, for whatever reason, are making this the most important issue on their list.
What do you say to Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them put their lives at risk?
No one has spread false claims. What they've said is
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
It does sound tasty.
They're eating the pets. I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
The people on television say my dog was taken and used for food.
They're eating pets. Eating pets.
migrants cooking rats.
They're eating
D-O-double-G. Amen.
There you go. And one more thing before we stumble ahead. It's Thursday night, which means it is time to bleep and blur the big TV moments of the week, and it's time for This Week in Unnecessary Censorship.
5.1 earthquake just detected outside Malibu at this point in time. 7:28, we were just during the break, and we started feeling the shaking.
It is well known that he admires dick wants to be a dick on day one, according to himself.
It's a lie. I'm not a and there's no reason to We don't have to talk about that. She's been against it for 12 years.
I'm gonna so hard, I'm gonna go around and I'll sleep when I'm dead.
They're doing to her what they did to Joe Biden, which is her in a basement.
And I appreciate you stopping by. All right, you got a big Ian, thanks very much.
Thanks, Steve.
She's telling her, hey, you got to keep stroking it. Come inside of my so I can see where you're at.
Maybe something might be hard to do if your was broken. You said, blow it. Survey said. All right, pretty good.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.